Good day everyone, welcome back to today's class. Our topic for today is surface area of and volume of cylinder and prism. I'm by name Isa Mistura Okpa. Before we proceed, let's look at the lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to calculate the surface area and the volume of a cylinder. You should be able to calculate the surface area and volume of a prism. So let's look at the volume of a cylinder. A cylinder is a special type of prism with a circular cross section. The volume of a cylinder is given by volume equals to area of circular base multiplied by the height. And the formula for calculating the area of a circular base is pi r square multiplied by height. So the formula for calculating the volume of a cylinder is now pi r square multiplied by h, which is the height. So the surface area of a cylinder. To find the formula for the surface area of a cylinder, we can draw its net. How can we find the width of a curved surface? The width of the curved surface is equal to the circumference of the circular base, which is 2 pi r. Area of curved surface is equals to 2 pi r h, and area of circular faces is equals to 2 multiplied by pi r square. So surface area of cylinder will now be 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square, which now give us the formula for surface area to be 2 pi r into bracket of h plus r. So let's check some examples. Below is a cylinder with radius 2 cm and height 5 cm. Calculate the volume and the surface area of the cylinder. We are given a cylinder to be of radius 2 cm and the height to be of 5 cm. The volume of a cylinder, we know that the formula for calculating the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So we now substitute the value given into the formula. Our pi, which is 3.142, multiplied by 4, which is our radius, 4 times 2, 4 raised to power 2, because the radius is raised to power 2, multiplied by 5, which is the height. So if we expand this, it will give us 62.84 centimeter. So 62.84 centimeter is the answer for the volume of a cylinder with radius 2 centimeter and height 5 centimeter. So we now have our surface area of a cylinder to be 2 pi r into h plus r. So we substitute the value given into the formula. We now have 2 multiplied by 3.142, which is our pi, multiplied by r, which is 2, bracket of 5, which is our 8, plus 2, which is our radius. So if we expand this, we have 6.284 multiplied by 10 plus 4. So it now gives us 6.284 multiplied by 14, and the final answer is 87.98 centimeter. Now let's look at the volume of prism. A prism is a 3D shape that has a constant cross section along its length. For example, the hexagonal prism has the same hexagonal cross section throughout its length. So we have this image, and the image is called hexagonal prism. So let's now check the formula for calculating the surface area and volume of prism. To determine the surface area of prism, we find the area of each side, and to determine the volume of prism, we use the formula the base multiplied by the height. So the formula for calculating the volume of a prism is V equals to B times H, where our B is the area of base and our H is the height. So let's check some example. Find the surface area of the following prism. So I said it earlier that before we can calculate the surface area of a prism, we have to find the area of each side. So now, first thing to do here is to find the area of each side. We have the area of front and back, which is the formula for calculating the area of front and back is length times the width. So it will now be 2 into bracket of length times width, and in the question we are giving our length to be 3 and our width to be 12. So we substitute the value given into the formula and it gives us 72 centimeters square. So the area of top and the bottom, we have the same, we use the same formula as well, which is the length times the width. So area is equals to 2 into 3 times 4. We have 24 centimeters square. And the area of the sides, we have our area to equals to 2 into bracket of length times W, which is the width. We substitute the value and we have 4 times 12. So our area here is equals to 96 centimeters. So now, to now get the area of a rectangular prism, we add up the area of all sides, which is A is equals to 72 plus 24 plus 96, which is equals to 192 centimeters square. So 192 centimeters square is the surface area of the prism we are given here. Example 2. So in this example, we want to find the area, we want to find the volume of a prism. And we know that the formula for calculating the volume of a prism is area of base multiplied by h. And we know that our area of base, the formula for calculating the area of base is the length times the width. So which is 4 multiplied by 6 as given, multiplied by 5. So 4 times 6 give us 24 multiplied by 5. So the volume is 120 centimeter cube. So the summary of the lesson, I believe by now we all know the formula for calculating the volume of a cylinder, which is area of circular base multiplied by height. We know the surface area of a cylinder, which is 2 pi r into h plus r. We know that a prism is a 3D shape that has a constant cross section along its length. And we know that the volume of a prism is area of base multiplied by the height. So, and the surface area of a prism is addition of all area of the sides. So this exercise, you have to solve these exercises. Send your answers and inquiries